Be warned, it's Luanna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, general explicit content, but you should know by now. You love it as much as we do. Good morning.
Hello,
Good morning,
the sun
Lulu.
is shining.
The sun is shining.
You're looking sun-kissed.
Yeah, thanks for
You look like a sun-kissed sailor.
Yeah. Go on, roast me. Roast me.
I'm not roasting you today.
No, roast me. I look like... Do you know what? I haven't
We've
had
had
a
enough
fake tan.
roasting.
We've done a lot of roasting. Do you know what, though, Lou? On reflection, it's good character building. It's bloody good character building. My son, you'd be proud of my son.
Yeah, go on.
Because he has adopted some Zisman roasting skills that could rival anyone's.
Really?
He is, and it's a thing. I think it's a thing now with the kids.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is there's no other kids that are quite up to his level of taking a roast.
So they're just all snowflake crying.
Well, and not him. He can take it, and he can take it hard, and he can dish it. He's been dishing it out to me, and it's been good.
What's he been saying? What's been his best roast to you?
I did tell you when he called me Dumpty out of the dictionary. Just in general, old. No, his other roast the other day this was quite a compliment for him.
Yeah.
He was roasting me just about being old and decrepit and, all that kind of stuff and irrelevant.
Joyful.
And, terrible mother. But then he did say, he went, actually though, mummy, my friends say that they can't believe you're over 40. And I was like, oh, well, is that a vague compliment, boy? He went, yeah, you look quite young.
That's all right.
Yeah, and then he went, but you are really embarrassing. So I was like, well,
What have you been up to? We were just having a chat and Anna said something about Instagram and I was like, I've not been on Instagram. I haven't looked at anything.
Because you
I
are
don't know what
Felicity
you've been
Kendall
doing.
Good Life, which is what we love about
I've
you.
been in Spain at my friend's.
Oh, how was Spain?
Oh, it was lovely.
Oh, let's debrief you.
Well,
Morning,
let's just
Imo, by the way.
Oh, morning.
Morning.
You look like one of those, what's that
Little
thing?
Teletubby with a little top knot. You look like
Yes.
Lala.
You've got
Lala. That's
Morning,
cute.
Lala. Do
Hello.
your best Teletubby voice for us.
Uh-oh.
And listen, public service announcement, protect producer Imo at all costs. Lay off her, bitches. She's ours. We lap her in a little cotton wool bubble.
We do.
We're fair game.
Are you talking about our roasting?
Yeah. You can go
Can
at
I
us,
just say
but
that
not
that
Imo.
is actually true on a serious note?
Yeah.
Like, it is water for ducks back, definitely to me, and mostly
Semi
to Anna.
me, yeah, mostly to me.
Because we've both
We're
been in this
used to
industry for you
25
probably 2
years.
decades, and me, 13 years. Imo's Imo's just a regular person that has a job as a producer.
And happens to be on
and
screen with
happens
us.
Yeah, and it's,
because we dragged her into it.
Yeah, and that shit cuts deep to some people.
Just be
Not to me.
kind.
You can double roast me. I'll protect Imo. But
Yeah.
do be kind, because we then deal with all the background stuff, which is fine, but it's not fine when you're just going in on some. Imagine you're at work,
Yeah.
and then someone just goes in at you. It's fucking unkind.
It's really horrible.
And I like a good roast and a joke, but I don't like mean shit.
No.
And quite frankly, there's some mean shit. So
Well said, Lou.
please,
Well said. You know what
please
we're all talking about.
Imo's just there to do a fucking job.
And she does it
Okay,
brilliantly. Yeah. So leave our team alone. I mean, we're fair game, but even then, if you don't like us, we don't need to know.
I actually get off on it, as everybody knows.
Actually,
I quite
having
liked
said that,
roast.
Lou,
I thought it was fucking
do you know
hilarious.
what? I'll be honest, Lou. You must have
ChatGPT,
had,
by the way, definitely.
you
wrote
must
that.
have had some brilliant wanks this week.
So good.
That clip must have been rubbed off.
Friction burns.
Yeah, baby.
Friction burns. Can we
We've got
talk about this?
So hang on, we need to, because I feel a bit ADHD today as well by proxy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
I've
you
had
and
a
your
pre-workout,
friction.
I'm focused.
Oh yeah, you do look focused. You've also got to fucking put some makeup on, and I look like
I
dog
did.
shit.
I literally put BB cream on and not a smidgen.
Lashing, all right,
of
Enid
mascara.
Blyton. Enid
And
Blyton
I've got
over
a
there.
sheen dress on.
Yeah, I know.
Really good, these little cheapo sheen
to be
dresses.
fair.
I know that some poor child has made it in India, but great work.
The Nork looks good. You look like a little, sort of, I don't know, kind of
Is it Aztec? This
Indian
dress?
wife or something. I'm thinking, kind of like Bollywood wife. I look like a sailor. I look like Popeye. And we'll go
Yeah.
here for it. Right. So first
And
of
Nemo
all,
looks like Lala.
she does. So first of all, because we'll get onto BAFTAs and the roasting shit in a minute.
Yeah, we've done the roast.
Well, no, well,
Oh, so
on
more.
that. Oh, hang on, I don't know where to start now. What did you ask? Let's start with your arse.
Okay, right.
So she's wearing a dress, guys. So last night, as you will all know, we do. We
I
love our
could
team.
sit down today. yesterday.
I was bringing in a cushion for you.
I was like this yesterday on my hip.
Yeah, I was going to bring you in this morning one of the kids' rubber rings that they take swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Because, so just to put you in the picture, Lou Fannians, because you like a bit of BTS. Last night, I was at BAFTAs, and as I'm there scrolling
were you
through...
at the BAFTAs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't go
No,
because I've been riding.
Sensibly couldn't be asked.
Anna and I both got invited to the BAFTAs. I just don't like things like that.
Asked, yeah.
I can't be asked to put makeup on, to put
Yeah.
a dress on, to trek into town, to be around, no offence, a bunch of wankers that just go to get a picture on the red carpet. That is what the BAFTAs is.
It is kind of one of those events, yeah.
TV
it's an
award
industry
things
event.
that-
It is what it is.
shit.
It is what it is.
I can't be asked for all the shallow chat, the fucking people that love themselves, and I opted out of it because I'd rather ride my horses.
Yes, and it was a sensible
And stay
decision
at
for you.
home.
However...
Anna went because she fucking loves it, shallow bitch.
Well, I'm in telly and I've got a telly show on, so it'd be a bit weird if I wasn't there. I had to go and represent, and represent my show.
I wouldn't have bothered.
Well, it was. Do you know, it's actually it was really nice.
Did you
It
have
was
a
really
nice time?
I did.
I didn't see it. Did you post it on Instagram?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't even seen your dress.
Okay, let
nothing.
me talk about that BAFTAs.
You look
quickly then.
gorgeous.
Thank you, babes.
No, I need to see.
Went very. I
I'm gonna
went
look.
very.
Did you post a photo on your grid?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, let
I
me
went
have a
very
gander.
sophisticated. Actually,
Did you?
It was very nice. And I was there to represent, obviously, Celebs Go Dating because we're in middle of series at the moment, all going very well. Loads of people were asking me where you were.
Oh, you went. What? Oh,
What
I
do you
like your
think?
bag.
What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do like
outfit?
it. Weren't you really hot?
Yeah, but it wasn't actually that bad.
I love that bag.
Thanks, babe. Look, Lulu Guinness.
Very nice.
You
got
impressed?
styled for it.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you
I
look
got
great.
styled for
Very
it.
good look. Lovely
Thank you,
hair.
darling. Thank you, babe.
Got a little 90s quiff going on there with the hair. I
Yeah.
used to do that with my hair. I used to do hairspray.
Yes,
And,
and
then
then-
get the comb. And
That's
I used
it.
to go one that side and one that
Yes.
side. That's what you've got going on.
Apparently that was, you know
Very-
me.
Very beautiful.
Thank you, Gorge. Well, so I rocked up for it. Big hello from Ollie Locke, by the way, who loves you. You did Apprentice with him.
No, I didn't.
He said you did.
Big Brother.
I mean, sorry, Big Brother.
He
Celebrity Big
hated
Brother.
me on Big Brother.
He says he really loves you. He was like, I love Lou. Like, where's Lou? And I was like, she's opted out to go dressage riding, I think. And he was like, very sensible. He was like, I loved her. That's what he said.
We argued a lot in Big
Did
Brother.
you?
Yeah, I called him a snowflake. Kept crying all the fucking time.
Well, the love's there, Lou.
Wow.
There were a lot of compliments last
I've
night.
not spoken to him for 12 years.
It sort of, well, there's a lot. I was standing with him for a little picture for a while, and there was a lot of love
Well,
for you
I'm
because he was
shocked.
like, him and his husband, they were like, gosh, you girls have done so well. All I keep seeing is you girls, and keep seeing Luanna. Lots of Luanna fans kept coming up to me.
Did they?
Yeah, and it was actually
I should have come to stroke my ego.
exactly. You'd
Damn
have loved it.
I should have been
Lad
there.
Bible wanted to talk to me. I wanted to talk
I
about
love the
Luanna.
Lad
I was
Bible.
representing
No,
them.
for
Yes.
real.
For real. People
I
love
was
Luanna.
riding my horses, having a lovely
I got
time.
asked to do a thing for the BAFTAs
Yeah.
behind the scenes. Oh, they wanted to know about celebs as well, but then they wanted to know about Luanna.
Really?
Because they're like, you girls are just representing women.
I just live in my own world and I forget that
but
people listen.
Ella was there, Ella Morgan. She obviously was all
I like her.
You
I've
would have
never met her, but we've had like little
you've had
boob
chance.
offs.
So you would have loved
She's like she's transgender. Am I allowed to say that?
of course.
And she's a really, really lovely, beautiful. She
She's
looks
amazing.
like a girl.
She's amazing.
Because I sometimes don't agree with the transgender in sports. I don't like that. I don't think that biological men should be allowed to compete against biological women. Like, I don't like that.
Okay.
But I really like Ella Morgan. And then I find myself having these conflicting feelings
Oh.
because of Ella Morgan.
Oh. Well, Ella has
She makes me question myself.
does she? Well,
Yeah,
that's
and
not a
some
bad
of my
thing.
views, because I think, no, this shouldn't be allowed.
Well-
Why is that person competing? And then I see Ella Morgan
you
and I'm
see
like,
Ella.
but look, she actually was meant to be a girl.
Yes,
And now
yes.
she's living her best girl
And you
life,
know what?
and I'm really happy for her.
And
I
yeah.
have all these mixed feelings.
Well, Ella is absolutely
I
doing
really
it.
like her.
She's amazing. So it was very good. But then there were lots of people, and I've got to. So there are a couple of things that made me laugh and that I thought I'd bring to the pod. The first being, so your excellent rant the other week.
What was it about?
About people slagging us off on our own platform,
yeah.
which was excellent.
Oh yeah, people
Can I just
liked
say,
that
well,
rant,
Lou,
didn't they? Bex is here
Lou,
nodding at me.
can I just say?
I don't really
Can
look
I
at
just
anything.
say? And I don't often find myself in sort of areas where there's lots of celebrity people.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing Celebs Go Dating at the moment as well, obviously celebs are there. And then obviously some sort of celebby friends, saw last night amongst mixing being a wanker. standard.
The
But
wankers were flowing last night.
my/our celeb friends
Yeah.
made a point of saying, who are all Lufanians as well, by the way.
Really?
One of them in
They
particular.
listen to us?
Yeah, Kate Lawler. I was hanging out with Kate for ages.
Oh, she always comments on
the
our
amount
things,
of
Kate.
celebs that literally went, thank you for that, because
Really?
you represented all the fucking celebs that, I mean, I know first world problems, all that for celebrities, but everyone gets trolled to fuck all the time in our world. And they all went, it was so bloody brilliant and refreshing to see on their feed a celebrity, i.e. you, just standing up for, please stop throwing hate at the people that you are choosing to follow. If you don't want to follow people, just don't follow them. And there was I would say a sweat. If you'd gone last night, Lou, your ego, you'd have been bashing one out in that car home, because there was a lot of people going, thank you. There's not many people in this. Well, Ashley James was another one saying it. I sat with Ashley. No, you love Ashley.
Oh, yeah, so I had to think that.
You know Ashley.
I'm not very good. I'm not a very good celeb,
Yeah, but
to be
this
honest,
is why
because I'd
we're
rather
here
be with
together.
my ducks
Well,
and
exactly, but
horses.
I'm here to
Yeah,
represent
I do
and
like
feedback.
Ashley
You love
James.
Ashley. Well, but the other
She does
amusing...
put her kids online a lot, which I don't like.
Well, okay.
And she has these great This Morning debates.
She
actually.
does, she
I would
does.
quite like to have an adult conversation with her about, because she has some very strong views on things.
Do you know what she said
but
about
then
you?
she does put her kids online, which I have some really strong views on.
But-
and I'd be very interested to have that, like a grown-up, not bitchy, but a grown-up debate about that.
She's got a lot of love for you. I was
Yeah.
sitting next
No,
to her.
I really like
and she
her.
Was
She's a really nice
She even said to
person.
me, because and I say she really owns her opinions too,
Yeah.
whether you like or not. But she said about you, she puts you in the set. She was like, you know what? I love Louisa. There's not many people that, she was like, that will just say what they feel without any backlash for it. And she's like, love that. But
That's because
what
I
made me
say
laugh,
shit and then I forget. And then I actually don't look at anything online. I don't really look at any
you don't,
comments. I don't really notice any particular feedback. I didn't know about that post on our thing until someone pointed it out. So actually
we are
that's
quite
why
blind. Well, I'm
say-
quite blind to it a lot too, which actually is by design, because I think if we take on too much, we'd actually stop being who we are, and that would be boring. What made me laugh last night as well, though, a couple of things. So was with Kate Lawler.
Yeah.
Bloody love Kate. She's a massively Fanian. What's up,
Hello,
Kate?
Kate.
Hello. Mate, she won't mind me telling this.
I loved her in the OG
She's
Big Brother
brilliant.
days.
She's. I tell you,
she was really good.
she's one of us.
She was one of my faves.
Yeah, likewise, big love for Kate.
Yeah.
She, as we turned up, was walking in. She was like, oh God, she went, I've come on my own. I went, well, yeah, everyone comes their own. No one gets a plus one. So anyway, we ended up going
did
to.
get each other.
We did get each other, exactly.
I wonder who was my replacement then in that
Probably
box.
didn't. Well, there wasn't a box. So this is the funny
What?
thing. Right, this
I
is
thought
it.
we got invited to a box.
Right,
So how did you get in?
this is literally what
There
happened.
wasn't a box.
To Kate,
Oh,
right?
I'm so happy I didn't
There's
go.
no boxes at the
What is it
BAFTAs.
then?
It's
Just
at the
a-
Royal Festival Hall.
Just a
so it's the
Peasantville
massive,
mosh
well,
fest.
it's just a.
Oh,
it's-
I'm so happy I didn't go, having to literally rub shoulders.
so.
Oh, I'm so pleased I couldn't have
but-
done. Well, did you even have a seat?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you get a seat, but it's like auditorium seating. But Kate said, and this
It's a
is
no
where,
from me.
so P&O Cruises, right, in
Yeah,
the main
they
spot.
invited-
So you've done exactly what Kate
The
did.
great cruises, P&O. I'm surprised they
yeah.
didn't have a box,
So,
to be honest.
So, Kate, she turned up and she was like, oh my God, she went, I'm so embarrassed. I went, why? And she said, a bit like you probably would have done and what I did last year. She went, well, I got invited by P&O Cruises. And she went, I thought it was because in some events like NTAs, if it's the
That's
O2,
what I
you
was
get
thinking
boxes.
of, the NTAs, and you get the box.
I know this all sounds a bit wankery, guys, but this is kind of what happens, BTS kind of
Yeah.
celeb bullshit.
And you do not want to be on the
main floor. You
for
want
the
to be
NTOs. It's
NTOs.
so boring.
NTO.
What did I call it? See,
Yeah.
that's it. Because when you're on the main floor, you're like proper on the telly and you're nominated,
You have
and
to
then you've
stay
got to sit
there.
there,
Yeah.
and then there's lots of like stop starts, and
Yeah.
you can't fucking move.
But if
Whereas
you-
when you're in a box, you get food and drinks.
Go to the
So you
toilet.
actually want to be in a box
for sure.
and it doesn't matter that your face isn't on the telly. No one gives a shit.
No one
'cause you're
cares.
having a good time.
Exactly. So if you're lucky, and we have been lucky on occasion, we get invited to a box.
Well, I don't
so
blame
Kate had thought, so she went, oh, first time I've been invited to the BAFTAs.
Yeah.
P&O invited me. She was saying to me, she was like, said to her husband Bodge, yeah. She's given me permission to say this.
What's his
She went,
name? Bodge.
it's his nickname.
Bodge
Martin's
job.
his name. Bodge job. She went, yeah, Bodge. She went, we might get a bit of a cruise out of this. Thinking the same thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Brand's invited me. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. So she turns up to BAFTAs last night, gets to the front, muscles her way through. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the P&O guests are supposed to be?
They're all P&O guests.
Literally waved their arm to then reveal the enormous branding of BAFTA sponsored by P&O Cruises. And the answer, everybody's here with P&O Cruises. This is what I said to her. And do you know what? And I said, do you know what, mate?
Funny.
I said, I love your honesty with that. So thank you, P&O Cruises. So we did end up going, we had a little bit of champers. It was all very lovely. Had a little chat and all of that. But yeah, you get the drill. It's a nice opportunity to speak. I mean, I spoke to some of my colleagues that I'm working with at the moment. All very nice.
All very nice.
But I'll be honest with you, Lou. I did drop shoulder and I was in my jammies by 9.
That's what everybody does. You went for that picture to post on your grid, and then you fucked off.
Yeah, talked to. Well,
That's what everybody does.
But the reception,
is there even an after party?
There is, but the reception mainly is before. It's a 3-hour reception. So I talked to everyone I wanted to talk to.
3 hours? Oh, I can't talk to people for that long.
You can't. You would have to sit in a corner.
I couldn't.
You'd have been in a corner.
I'm just so uninterested in talking to people. The older I get, the worse it is,
Oh, I think we do absolutely.
It's getting really bad with me.
Babes, it was me and Vicky Patterson, right? It's become
I do like Vicky.
Love Vicky. It's become a bit of a trend now. Me and Vicky try and beat each other out the door. And she actually texted me last night, as I know, she was like, mate. She went, what did she say? Mate. And then all it was then a screenshot of her with a massive pack of Cheetos on her sofa. And it's like...
she did well. Yeah, who beat who?
She beat me by 20 minutes. By the way, we just want to say, very grateful to be invited to the BAFTAs. It was a really lovely evening.
Yeah, I did decline. In favour of riding.
Well, and then this brings us on to, as I am there, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be honest, scrolling my little pickies, thinking, oh, that's lovely, let's have a look at these pickies. As I am there, with still people sort of looking over my shoulder, wearing me bougie
when
dress.
You're like nosy, looking at someone's phone.
Exactly that. I have my setting.
I forgot you were there because I hadn't looked at Instagram because I've been with my horses all day.
But also, I was giving my phone to lots of people to take photos for me.
Oh, great.
Being in proper wanker phase.
Brilliant.
So what I also have on my phone is the setting, my WhatsApp photos saved to camera roll.
Yeah, mine's
As suddenly I'm scrolling through, bougie pictures of red carpet, fashion shots just to keep Makeup Joe happy. Suddenly I see this arse, this red raw arse staring back at me on my camera roll. And I'm like, Jesus, what is that? Who has sent me that on what WhatsApp chat? So
Didn't you recognise my arse?
It's a very nice arse. It's a peachy arse. Well, to be fair, I was like, it's got to be Zisman. Anyway, then I see the WhatsApp chat and what can only be described as all holy Mary, Mother of God, going on with your undercarriage. What is going on with your
it's
backside?
So sore. Well, as you know, I blew out BAFTAs for riding, which I blow out everything for riding. And I wore the wrong underwear jodhpur, which are riding trousers, for those that don't know, combination. So I wear sticky bum jods. So they've got like rubber on them. So they'll stick you in the saddle so you don't move as much when you're doing movements. But then I wore a very small thong. And where I'd been riding so much, friction, very hot and sweaty yesterday.
Yes.
I got red raw friction burns either side of my cheeks.
Can we actually put on our Instagram your arse? Because Lufanians, you have to sit. So social media man of Vex is in the corner. I have never seen like chafing like it. And then what was accompanied on our Luanna chat? I don't know if you'll allow us to show this.
I don't mind. Nat was in the kitchen and my parents were there and I was like, guys, my arse is so sore. So I get them to look because I couldn't look. And they were like, oh my God. And then my mum, being a good mum.
It was like you were like 18 months old again.
Got the cream out to put the bum cream on me.
So Louisa was bent over her mum's kitchen counter, her arse in the air, like she's about to take a full throbbing 9 inches from behind, as her mother is there slathering pseudo-creme on her butthole.
Yes. And
that's a good mother.
Did you watch the second? The cream was gone off and it burnt like fuck. So she puts it on my arse and then I was like, Mum, it's really stinging. It's burning. And basically looked at the pot, fucking expired. Mum had to then wipe my ass with a wet flannel and cool it down for me. And then I found in-date Sudocreme.
How's the body today?
It's actually a lot better, but it's still a bit sore. I was in the gym this morning and it was sore when I was doing like V-sits and you have to sit on that bit of your arse.
So sore bot today.
Sore botty.
Sore bot. Would you like me to put Sudocreme on your butt?
Yeah.
I would actually do it for you.
Would you?
I would.
Do you want to look? I think it looks a bit better.
Of course. Like I said, I've been irritating Lou this morning in a true sisterly form.
Is it better?
It is a lot. Hang on. Let me prise your cheeks apart.
Does it look?
You see her chocolate starfish.
Is it clean? I've just had a shower. Yeah. Can you see the chafing?
That's a lot better. That's a lot better than it was last night. I'd say that's reduced by 60%.
My bum went to me. My mum went to me. You haven't got a hairy bum at all.
You've got quite a good bum, actually.
Why are you proper looking in that?
Well, I don't often get a chance to see another woman's actual arsehole.
Cup it.
It's quite a good arsehole, to be fair, Lou.
Right.
Right, Imogen, how are you?
This is why we should be on OnlyFans. Probably will get a lot of money for
it. Kerry Katona is desperate to set up our account.
Is
I'm
she?
working with Kerry at the moment and tell you, she is cleaning up at the moment. Imogen,
cleaning up.
how are you?
Yeah.
I'm very well, thank you
Is
very
there
much.
any little tidbit of joy that you can share today from your world?
Titties.
Tidbits and joy. Well,
Nana.
tomorrow is my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday, Nay.
What are you getting her?
So, what have I got her? I've got her a necklace. And a
Spenny?
t-shirt she wanted.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm taking her out for dinner.
Where? Where you going? What type of cuisine?
Like Japanese.
Oh, very nice.
No. That sounds nice.
And at the weekend, I hosted a surprise traitors party for her.
I saw that on your Instagram. You were
I
who were you?
didn't see it.
Immo Winkleheart or something.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it was so much
That
fun.
sounds so fun.
And she was like, you should do it with Team Luanna. It would be hilarious.
Shall we? Oh, Ims, do it for us.
Yeah.
You know I love shit like that.
Also, on that, guys, did you see the other week the lineup? Oh my God, look at Immo! Look at Immo.
Oh my God, she looks so good.
Slightly witchy, but I'm here for it.
It's because you've
great.
got blue eyes.
Did you see the celeb lineup for the traitors? They have.
No, I'm not even going to
Yes.
talk about it. I'm so fucked off that I wasn't asked. I'm like the biggest fan of that show. I'm always atting them, and they didn't ask me to be part of it because I'm not fucking famous enough. So I didn't look at the lineup. Who is it?
There's loads of them in there, but like really famous people,
Yeah,
like
see,
Stephen
this is such a-
Fry,
Oh,
Tom
they're not
Daley.
they're not gonna
They've even
have
got
me. I
like a
didn't
couple of
start
Hollywood actors in there, I think.
Yeah,
haven't they?
because it's
Ross.
such a
Jonathan
good...
Ross.
Oh, I love
like
Jonathan
They
Ross.
went well in A-list, yeah.
God,
And
well,
everyone,
it's such
Alan
a big
Carr,
show. That
Alan
budget
Carr,
would have been
the
huge
budget's huge.
to get all of them. So when is it airing? When is it airing? I need to know that.
I think it's back.
I think they're currently filming
They
it.
are. So my director on Celebs, Marika, she can't do us this season because she's on Traitors.
Why don't we offer to be runners for the day?
Yes. Marika will sort it out.
Go to her
I'll message her now.
and tell her we will offer to be runners for the day on the Traitors.
Done. Shall I voice note in a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to be there.
We need to go and do this.
I just want to touch
It might be a closed set.
Claudia Winkleman's
You'll have to
fringe.
head up to Scotland.
Oh, fuck it. I'm not going there.
It's quite far. We
Yeah,
don't
don't
tend
bother.
to come out of Hertfordshire.
Yeah,
unless it's-
I don't want to. I don't want to do it anymore.
Not unless you're
They
in it.
didn't want
Not
me.
unless you're in it.
That's an amazing lineup.
Oh, there's loads of them in it. Yeah, loads of people.
How many? Well, there's like 16 now.
Yeah, but
I think there's 20 of them.
but like basically
I
all
think
of them.
if Stephen Fry doesn't win,
When
the
you-
world is not going to like him anymore.
I have to say, whoever cast that, well done, because it's
Amazing.
like the best
They
casting
must
I've
have
ever
had,
seen. Yeah,
like,
budget.
What, millions,
Oh, I haven't said that. Isn't it
plural
BBC?
millions. Yeah, they still pay you.
Well, yeah, but it's quite capped at the Beeb.
Oh, well, how did
But
they
I think
secure
it's-
all those people
well,
without
I-
having
I
millions?
think it's the
I mean,
glory.
Stephen
The glory
Fry,
of
they're
doing
going to
it.
pay like $250,000 for at
reckon?
least. Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
we need some intel on this.
I do.
Well, because Strictly they have a capped. They all get paid the same, quite very low fee.
Really? Oh, maybe you're
it's
right.
All, it's
then.
all
You'll
done
know
for the
more than
glory.
me.
No, they do. I know for Strictly.
Well, it will be just such a fun show
Imogen,
to do.
have
Yeah,
you
what
just-
is
have
going
you got
on
some
with your
love beads?
camera?
No, what are those love beads that you've just pulled out? Oh,
Oh no, it's my tripod.
oh,
What have you done to your camera today? It's like zooming in and
Nothing.
out on you.
I've got a new laptop and it moves with me and it zooms and stuff.
Oh, it's very jazzy. I need to get a new Mac. Anyway, can we talk while we're talking about TV? Don't tell me if you've watched it. Handmaid's Tale is back on.
Oh,
and we're both massive fans. Can you
fans.
stop? I don't like it when you touch the mouse, okay? You never do it right. No, it's not about the fact that you touch your fanny all the time. It's about the fact that you always mess up the computer. So just leave the mouse to me.
Just leave the mouse.
Have you watched any of it?
I only knew it was back last week and I haven't had a chance yet.
I'm going to wait. Wait. Shall we watch it together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's don't watch any of it. Let's wait till it's all out and then we can binge watch. But
is it only on Channel 4?
Yeah, but I looked and there was only one episode and you couldn't even download it. So we need to wait until the whole season's
I'm going to see.
out.
So Dr. Tara, her work on celebs, she's American.
But it's been out in America for ages.
She's watched the whole season.
Yeah, we'll get her Hulu.
She's got a Hulu thing.
Yeah, get her Hulu account and then we'll VPN. And then we can watch it.
Well, done. Bloody done, mate.
And then we could binge watch it together.
I'm so excited. Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
I'm a big
but
fan.
You have to avoid, I keep seeing things on social media and I keep scrolling past
Tara told me something that happens and I'm really cross. No, I won't tell you because I was like, I don't want to know that.
It's the best show if you haven't watched it, guys. Right, shall we move on? Because we've been chatting for ages. Yeah. It's time for Did You Know with Imo? Dun-dun-dun-dun.
This Did You Know comes in from Anna.
Oh,
me?
Yeah, you sent this, I remember.
Oh,
yeah. During the Edo period in Japan,
let's get this,
which lasted from 1603 to 1868, rich women would hire female servants called hioi bikani.
You should have done a Google Translate pronunciation.
I know, I should have. To take the blame for their farts.
I mean,
can I just let you know I've already got one?
Who, me?
No, I've got a person. They take the blame for my farts.
Take the blame for your farts. Babes, you happily own those farts. You own those farts.
I do. I love farting.
You love farting.
I love farting and gassing.
When I saw this fact, I was blown away, which hence I shared it. I was like, imagine...
Blown away.
Hey! Imagine being able to hire someone to blame your guffs on.
That's how rich you are. I like owning my farts.
Listen, yeah.
There's no wrong.
Whoever smelt
being
it,
a woman
dealt
that farts.
Farts.
Anyway, great fact. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, shall we see what some peeps are saying to us?
Do it, Babs.
We've got a message from Anonymous who've called you Trish. She says, hello, I'm a new listener and absolutely obsessed. You keep me going on my evening walks and I've been in absolute hysterics over all the listener stories. Now, I consider myself quite a tragic person. A bit depressing.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of embarrassing stories, but the other day my 8-year-old daughter asked me what my most embarrassing moment was, and it took me right back to those first few delirious days of bringing a new baby home.
God, trauma.
I'd been in labour for days, completely off my tits on diamorphine. I spent 2 nights on the ward and finally made it home. Utterly exhausted, but floating in newborn bliss. I was overwhelmed by all the gorgeous cards and gifts from friends, family and colleagues. I didn't have the energy to thank everyone individually. So while the baby napped, I arranged everything beautifully on the coffee table, took a photo and popped it on Facebook with a little thank you message. Later that night, I got a private message from a friend at work.
There we go.
Hi, lovely. Just wanted to let you know there's a reflection in the Prosecco bottle in your photo and I can see your vagina. Didn't that happen to Holly Willoughby in the park?
The bath taps reflection. Was that actually real?
I think
don't know.
Was
it real?
Cue absolute panic. I rushed to check the photo and there I was, reflected perfectly in that shiny bottle, greasy bun, maternity nightie, legs spread on the sofa, and my postpartum vagina poking out on display. I still don't know how many people saw it before it was swiftly removed, but I do think about it all the time.
Quite honestly, babe, the most relatable thing you will probably have ever accidentally posted.
The swollen baboon.
Oh, it's a mess after birth, isn't it?
Oh. God bless her. Hopefully she drank the booze.
Yeah.
To drown her sorrows.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it, babes. Thank you for the message, though. Next up, message from Anonymous. So, Bernard. Hi, Luanna. Bernard. Newly christened man fan here. Loving the pod and all that jazz. Please call me Bernard, as my privacy is very important.
Okay, Bernard.
Wishes our command. I found myself tangled in a messy situation. And despite the unwavering support of my wonderful wife, a Luanna fan from the beginning,
big up.
We love her, we would both value your take on this current predicament. Okay. We're getting into some couples counselling here, Lou. Here we go.
Get us.
Here we are. So, buckle up. This one has layers. For a bit of context, let's rewind a decade. My mum passed away in her mid-50s after years of struggling with alcoholism and eating problems, very much rooted in her childhood. That's sad. Despite all the challenges, my dad, now in his mid-60s, stood by her side, though any sense of romance in their relationship had long since evaporated. My sister and I, both 30-something adults who assumed we were done with surprise family plot twists, always had suspicions that our dad was involved with someone at work. Text messages meant for someone else would occasionally pop up before disappearing quickly. The biggest eyebrow raiser, the significant age gap, she was in her 20s, but with no official confirmation from our dad, we just hoped that it would fizzle out.
Oh, Daddy's been leaving double life, I bet you.
Out of sight, out of mind, eh? Fast forward to 2024, plot twist. Our dad sits us down to reveal not only has he still been seeing this woman, conveniently dodging any timeline specifics, but, drumroll please, she is now...
She's now pregnant. Like now, like 2024.
Now pregnant. Like,
and he's in his 60s.
Now pregnant, yeah.
Oh, that's
Ouchie.
old. Oh, that's too old.
So,
he wants to be playing golf every day, not changing a bloody nappy in his 60s. Fuck that. So, I'm not even 40 yet. I couldn't think of anything worse.
Oh, it soon wears off the appeal for me as well, mate. So instead of gearing up for retirement bliss, to your point, Lou, our father will soon be wiping bottoms and scrubbing sick for the foreseeable. My sister and I are mortified and have tried our best to keep this under wraps. The baby has arrived. And while we truly want our dad to be happy, resentment is creeping in, not just towards the situation itself, but towards the baby and his partner, purely because of the years of deception and secrecy, plus the glaring age gap. Now that the baby is here, our dad assumes we'll magically morph into one big old happy family overnight. We're not there emotionally. Oh, and for added complication, because why not? My sister has 2 kids of her own, single-digit aged children, which means they now have an uncle who is younger than them. We are still trying to wrap our heads around what that even means in a practical sense. I mean, do they call him uncle? Do they just treat him like a cousin?
Like a cousin, I would say.
Oh, yeah. And how does my sister navigate explaining this bizarre family dynamic? At this point, it's not actually as uncommon as it's not as uncommon as you might think. I do actually have friends that have been in a similar
I wouldn't
dynamic.
say it's as taboo as you think it is, to be honest.
Especially now with blended families. I agree. At this point, we haven't met the newborn or our dad's partner. And honestly, we're struggling with how or even if we want to. How would you handle this absolute roller coaster of a scenario? I fully expect some level of therapy to be subscribed for this mess. Keep up the amazing work. And I love you guys.
Do you know what I'm just going to say? Grow the fuck up. Your mum's been dead for 10 years. Your dad has been seeing this person. Clearly they have a good bond and relationship for over 10 years if your suspicions are correct. Your dad's fucking happy with someone that he's been in a long-term relationship with and he's now had a child with them. So get the fuck over it and move on, quite frankly. Because I think you're being quite selfish here. It's not like their dad's been with this person for 10 years. Who gives a shit about the age gap? I have a 17-year age gap. It's not a big deal. It's their issue because they think, oh, well, we've now got a younger sibling that's younger than like my niece and nephew. Your dad's clearly happy, has been consistently in love, in a committed relationship with someone. The relationship with your mum would have been a fuckload of work if she was an alcoholic with eating issues, which he stood by her side, as you rightly said, and he deserves a chance at actually a happy life. And if he's happy having this child with his long-term partner of over 10 years potentially, then go let him be happy and get over yourselves.
So I
think they're being really bloody selfish.
Well, I would throw a counter opinion that actually, I think some responsibility does lie with their father.
How long can he apologise for?
But
what do they want? His fucking blood?
No, what they want is their dad to be honest with them. He's deceived them over the years.
Because he's probably trying to protect them from the hurt of them realising what they already know is that their mum was an alcoholic and their dad needed an outlet while he was going through that type of relationship, which is horrific when you're dealing with someone with addiction. And their dad had an outlet from that relationship with someone that he clearly had a connection with. But I'd say that he was a decent gentleman, stood by his wife, but everybody needs an outlet from a toxic relationship like that.
For sure.
People will be listening to this, married to alcoholics, to drug addicts, to people with a gambling addiction. It's a fucking lot.
Yeah, it is a lot to deal with.
Do you know what I mean? It's a lot.
I absolutely have empathy with that. I think on this one, I think I'm hearing just undealt with resentment and frustration around possibly all of that dynamic that perhaps their dad hasn't addressed with them. And I will take empathy with them on the point that, you know, their mum died, which is awful. I totally see your point about all the circumstances around it. But I think for them, it probably feels like there's still some grief they haven't worked through. And what they're seeing is their dad has moved on and possibly, you know, and created a whole new family, which, to your point, he's allowed to do, you know, and wish him well for that. But actually what this comes down to is there is unspoken stuff that's happened between the dad and these two adult kids, which I honestly think could be very simply rectified by having a proper conversation. It sounds like your dad's trying to brush it under the carpet, and because you are adults, assume that you should just be fine with it and you should get on with it. But look, it doesn't matter what age you are, grief and trauma does stay. And if you haven't been able to vocalise how you feel, this is what I'm hearing is still going on for you. To Lou's point, there's a baby and a new partner, and regardless of age, I don't think that really matters. And I think to your point of the baby and the age and the, you know, that isn't an uncommon thing nowadays.
It's not uncommon. It's not taboo.
But I don't think that's the issue here. I don't think that's the issue. I think that is the symptom of you still feeling pissed about the way it's all been handled.
Yeah.
My honest recommendation would be you have a proper chat with your dad about how you feel and try and smooth it over. If you feel heard and feel listened to, I think you'll be ready to move forwards a bit more to accept the situation now. It's a tough one.
Luck.
I have empathy on both sides, if I'm honest.
I really don't think that it is as taboo as you think it is, though.
Oh, it's not taboo.
Like, this isn't uncommon.
It's not. I can give you two examples in my quite close friendship circle where this has happened. It's not taboo. You are basically still kids in your head, and you need to have that chat with your dad, because just because you're in your 30s doesn't mean you aren't still his kids. And that's what I'm hearing. You want your dad to validate your feelings, and then I do believe you'll be able to move on. Good luck. Good luck for that one. Thanks for bringing it to us.
Right, we've got another message from Anonymous. So Gwyneth, except Gwyneth is a man. Very modern, very fabulous.
Love this.
Hey ladies, I'm a huge fan. I've listened for ages, but the recent arse wiping content has brought me to share this nugget of my past.
Here we go.
I better keep this anonymous, so call me Gwyneth after my gran. Picture it. 10 years ago, I was living the high-flying dream as cabin crew for a well-known Dubai-based airline. I was loving life. Sun, sand, skyscrapers and rich men. And me, a blonde, tanned, 6-foot-something Yorkshire lad. I was hit with the Arabs on a certain gay hookup app.
Oh, man, yes.
He was having the best time.
Wasn't he just?
I matched with a very handsome local chap, and after a brief chat, he invited me to meet him for coffee at his swanky hotel. I figured, why not? I was fairly new in Dubai and finding my feet with the gay scene there. Things escalated quickly. 1 minute we're sipping a latte, and the next we're in his hotel room snogging like teenagers at a school disco. Clothes flew off, and it was all heading towards a classy oud-scented happy ending. The oud. Or so I thought. He asked in a sultry voice, give me a massage. I'm no licensed masseur, but I'd worked enough flights to Bangkok to know how a happy ending goes. So he's face down on the bed, and I straddle him and I started rubbing away. He starts moaning, good sign I think, so I go deeper. He starts thrusting his groin against the bed, but is also squeezing his bub. Odd. Is he into it or trying to hold in a fart?
Could be.
Either way, he's given me enthusiastic groans, so I carry on. A few minutes, harder, he whispers. So I dig in and really go for it. He arches his back, moans, picking up the rhythm, thrusting his member against the bedsheet. This is like bloody Jilly.
Isn't it just, babes? I'm in.
My limited past experience with local men was usually pretty quick, so I knew what was going to happen fairly soon, so I really went for it. Then comes the moment, a full body shudder, a guttural dry hump moan, and voila, he's spaffed all over the bed sheets and he's lying there in his own load. Victory! No mouthwork needed. But what's he got out of it?
Yeah.
Anyway, no mouthwork needed. My hands are clean and hopefully, now it's my turn. I'm feeling smug. I'm still straddling him, sat on the back of his legs with my cock and balls directly below his hairy arse.
What a vision.
Just as I went to get off him, his arse cheeks parted in front of my eyes.
Oh, no.
To my horror, the fart. And it wasn't a cute toot. A cute toot. it. It was a wet, sonic boom fired directly at my abdomen. Before I could register it fully, he groaned again, and this time more ominously. I saw it, I felt it, I smelt it. Wet, hot, splattering all over my cock, balls and abs.
A fart tsunami! Oh!
It was a fart diarrhea.
Oh!
I think it splattered.
It's a shark!
I jump off the bed in horror. He rolled over, smiling, still rock hard. Then he calmly, casually got up and walked to the bathroom. I stood there stunned, covered in his remains of last night's biryani.
He fucking
He sharted on him.
He's done a curry fart.
He came and sharted. Splat.
I mean, he double unloaded.
I knew it. I recovered enough brain function to grab my clothes, throw them on and shuffle toward the door. He re-emerged from the bathroom, towel dabbing like he was on a spa retreat. He immediately offered me money, and the realisation came flooding over me that this was no accident and he was paying for my shit-soaked service. I was a Dubai whore. At first, I refused, but he was persistent.
Well, how much?
He even tried to give me his watch.
Yeah, I'd take it after that.
Take it.
Take everything.
Fucking take it.
Take
You've
the
been
bloody
shut
Rolex.
on.
Exactly.
And when he thrust a thick wad of cash into my hand with a whisper of, please, this is our secret.
Oh, God, Luanna had taken that.
I took it. Well, he did.
Yeah.
I took it and bolted.
Gone.
So would I.
Gone, mate.
He's just
shat on your cock,
splattered.
balls and stomach.
He splattered shat on you.
He's just basically shit the
Cock, balls
biryani.
and-
No,
yeah.
No, I would
Take the money.
There's no money.
Take the watch.
Yeah, all of it.
All of
it.
Out the door, down the lift and into a taxi. Bless those Dubai cabs. Always there when you need a quick getaway. I started to calm down and take in what had just happened. Deep breath, relax. It's okay.
Yeah.
As I close my eyes and relax. Wait, what's that mildly comforting, warm sensation in my groin, making me feel all snug and cosy?
What is it, Lou? What is
For
it?
the second time, in a matter of minutes, a familiar smell filled my nostrils. In my panic and sheer desperation, I'd forgotten to clean the splash zone. I sat there in the back of that taxi, cruising down the Sheikh Zayed Road with my clothes and cock, quietly marinating in another man's gastrointestinal pleasure. I cracked the window, holding back gags and silent tears for what seemed like an
I hope
eternity.
they had a few magic trees on the dash.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
At home, this has gone dark. This is making me feel sick.
Okay, keep going, Lou.
At home, I peeled off my jeans,
Hold those titties. Hold those titties.
streaking feces all down my legs. Oh no. And navigated the bottom of my soiled t-shirt up my face and over my
Oh,
head.
no, you'd have to cut it down, wouldn't
making
you?
sure no blobs of shit got me in the face.
No, you have to cut that off, mate.
I stripped at the door, threw the clothes into a bin bag and dove into the shower. And after a long, hot, life choice questioning shower, I recovered.
You got money in a watch.
And then
don't
I
you?
remembered the cash.
Yeah, exactly.
I jumped out, dried off, then dug into the pocket of my now condemned Levi's, and I found the what? 10,000 dirhams. Around 2 grand sterling back then.
Oh, it was worth it. I would have got shat on for that.
I wouldn't know.
2 grand? Yeah. Quick shower, off we go.
Dirhams, 2 grand. Needless to say, as a gay man, coming across the odd nugget doesn't put me off. But wiping a stranger's shit off me in this context is not something I'd like to repeat. My dignity is still somewhere in the Shangri-La Dubai. Lou, feel free to go find it for me next time you're there. The 2 grand did help immensely.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I bought some new Levi's and I treated my mum to a trip to Mauritius.
So there you go.
If only she knew.
She doesn't need to know.
This shambolic saga helped carve a pretty financially rewarding few years. He then became a Dubai Porta-potty. Wow. It helped carve a pretty financially rewarding few years of meeting local men in Dubai, albeit without any further episodes of chocolate regret.
Phew.
I now live back in Harrogate.
Welcome home.
And the only shit picking I do is when I'm out walking my 2 Italian greyhounds listening to you gorgeous
Aw,
ladies.
hey, babes.
I could write a book about what I got up to in Dubai. But for fear they might come and arrest me, retrospectively, there are a lot of locked secrets that I cannot share. This is a safe space.
It
Gwyneth,
is.
you can share.
For all the millions of you that listen each
Keep up
week.
the pod. It's bloody brilliant. These stories bring hours of laughter. Love to you all.
I mean, it's an absolute banging story.
Wow.
Bang.
So he then basically got shat on, inadvertently then became an escort and lapped it up and is now cashed in and living in Harrogate.
There he is.
There is
Well done,
no
Guy.
judgment here. I salute your entrepreneurialism.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set yourself up for life. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Remember, if you want to get in touch, you can email us, Luanna at everythingluanna.com. You can also drop us a WhatsApp on 07745 266 947.
Right, guys, newsy stories. So this has been in the news the last couple of weeks. Liam Payne's girlfriend, Kate Cassidy.
I heard she's not entitled to anything, though. This is conflicting
This
to
is
what I've read.
Well, let's see what the old story says, because I agree. I've been hearing many versions, but she apparently could claim a chunk of his £24 million fortune. I'd read a story that Cheryl and Bear were named as sole benefactors, but here we go.
Wow.
So Liam, who very sadly died, he did not have a will before he died in Buenos Aires, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he didn't leave a will, and his
Argentina.
estate is set to go to his son, 8-year-old son Bear.
Which you'd think was right. And Cheryl's going to be the administrator to the
Right,
estate.
right.
So Cheryl doesn't get anything.
No,
but she's can admit.
custodian.
So she
Yeah.
might like use it to pay school fees
Right.
or use it
Right.
for XYZ.
Right.
But apparently the girlfriend Cassidy, who'd been dating him for 2 years, could seek to claim some of it. But I heard that she said she doesn't want to. So I'm not
Interesting.
sure how accurate this story is.
Well, apparently they were planning on getting married, I believe, according to her. But it says here that she could claim reasonable financial provision under the UK's Inheritance Act if she was financially dependent on the pop star. She
if she
reportedly
was, what does she do? I don't know anything about her.
No, I don't know that. She reportedly received £20,000 a month allowance from him whilst they were living together in Florida. Cassidy had also previously revealed the pair who were not engaged but had wanted to get married, which would back up any claims she makes.
Prove?
Well, how do you prove exactly?
Well, that's very interesting. But I did hear, she could make an application for financial provision. But apparently, she didn't want it. She said, I've never asked him for money.
She's shared a handwritten note from Liam in October, which showed his desire for them to tie the knot and to be together
So
forever.
maybe he would have wanted to look after her. That's the other thing. But would you not want to look after your child more than your partner of 2 years?
Well, I mean, I think
yes, you would.
it
So
raises
should go to Bear.
it raises. Well, this is it. This raises the question. Yeah, should partners inherit if there is no will in place? I mean, I'm with you. I think
It should always
always
go
go
to the
to the
kids
children. Is
That's
what I
think.
believe. And actually, do you know what? I mean, money always causes such divides in
Horrible.
families.
When people die and there's money involved, it's like the worst.
It's the worst.
Even if there's not that much money, like families
It's
still fall
often
out.
scrabbling around
I know,
over
it's really
pennies.
bad.
And I have seen so many friends and families genuinely torn apart by people dying, either leaving a will or not leaving a will or leaving someone out of a will. And I had a friend actually who was in a scenario where someone that deceased just forgot to change the will to include them, but their intention was to have them. But when they died, the rest of the family who suddenly all were benefactors, apart from the one person who
That he wanted.
who would naturally have been included.
Yeah.
It was just a case of hadn't amended it.
Administration.
But everybody else that were benefactors said, nope, sorry, it wasn't legally done, and it the whole family's fallen out about it. And it's so sad.
It does
isn't
really
it?
divide families. It's horrible.
We will see. We will see.
Right now, a firm pod favourite, Peter Andre, defends its controversial
Jaffakan
Jaffakan
film. Okay.
Jaffakan film after accusations of gross cultural appropriation.
What's this?
I don't know.
It's good. It gets all sorts of feedback, said Andre, to the
Oh,
controversy.
he's got face. he's got fake
of him
dreadlocks.
appearing with fake dreadlocks
and he's
and
put
a
on
Jamaican
a Jamaican accent. Well, Peter, I'm all for this. So basically, he's been in a
So he's
movie
a
then. We didn't know
Jaffakan
about this.
Jaffakan film,
Jaffakan.
which sees him with a fake Jamaican accent and dreadlocks. News of the I didn't know anything about this. News of the film and its trailer were met with backlash when launched last month ahead of the film making its debut at the Gold Coast Film Festival. Apparently, it follows a British character called Gary Buckle, that's who Peter Andre plays, decides to impersonate a Jamaican gangster in an elaborate scam to pay for his own grandmother's care home. So the film's met with controversy due to the depiction of Peter Andre wearing dreadlocks
is
and
he
speaking
not
with a
playing
Jamaican
a
accent.
character?
Well, I guess
who
that's the
decides
point,
to
yeah.
impersonate a Jamaican gangster? That's the whole fucking point of the film.
So apparently,
So how can it be?
viewers have taken to social
Controversial.
media, which, as we know, people will always have an opinion.
They just need to be
to
quiet. these
slam
annoying
the
people.
project as mocking Jamaican culture as well as cultural appropriation.
The whole point is that the character, Gary Buckle, I just don't fucking like. It's just ridiculous. What were they meant to do? Get a real Jamaican person to impersonate a Jamaican person when clearly they'd be Jamaican? The whole thing of the film is that someone is impersonating a Jamaican.
Yeah,
no?
this happens quite a lot, doesn't it? When people that are cast, let's say, I think there was someone.
Look, we can see him there.
Oh,
well,
okay.
He definitely doesn't look Jamaican. It looks like he has a really bad dreadlock wig on.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've got all kinds of thoughts and questions over what this film is
didn't
and why
even know he
Peter
was an
wanted to be in
actor.
it. I know.
How bizarre.
But no, we often see some people, there's always a
it's
backlash.
his first lead role.
It is. Of some people that are cast, let's say they've cast a character who's gay, but
Yeah.
they choose someone who's straight to play that part, and the actor's
But surely you just cast the best actor
to play the role. Well, I would think
whatever their sexual, like in that instance, you don't need a gay person to play a gay.
So we see this time and time again, don't we? Though with them, people
just don't agree with all this shit.
often will take umbrage, won't they, and want to cast opinion.
Well, there you go. He does look a little ridiculous, but that is the whole point. No, it's a white person impersonating a Jamaican. That is the character of Gary Buckle. So I don't know what the issue is.
If that's the acting role that he's been cast to do,
then he's fucking acting.
That's the acting role
That's
he's
what
cast
acting
to do.
is.
Well,
you're pretending to be something you're not.
Quite.
Well,
all I know is I want to actually watch this film now, just to see how Peter Andre does as an actor.
I would like to hear Peter Andre's Jamaican accent and just compare it to mine to see who does the better accent.
I'm going to say he's probably had a vocal dialect coach. It'd be quite interesting. Yeah.
Well,
we'll
from
see.
one
We'll see.
weird story to another, it's time for It's the Widow of the Week.
Right, first up, anonymous, so Gilbert. Gilbert. Nominating partner, anonymous, so Raymond. Hey, Luanna, gay man fans here. Lots of gay man fans
just
today.
men in general.
Hi, guys. We started listening in November and we love the pod and regularly listen together. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
My partner started to get a bit of a complex from listening to various Weirdo of the Week stories, given he does all of the following. I think he might actually be a weirdo. That's fine. You're in good company. It's why we started this feature, guys. He doesn't wipe his arse after a shit before showering.
Well, he could relate to that story the other week then.
He squirts toothpaste straight into his mouth rather than onto the brush.
Very weird.
We had that as well. And he lays in the bath until it's empty.
Another one.
Like shriveled ball bag man the other week. I actually don't find any of these things particularly weird, but apparently they are.
Yeah, they are.
According to our listeners, yeah. Anyway, there is something he does which I find particularly weird. So therefore, I need to send this over as a potential weirdo of the week. Louisa, you are not going to like it.
Okay.
Brace yourself, Lou. Whenever he is cooking a mince meat-based meal, I mean, you're out already on that, Lou. He opens up the packet of beef mince. He immediately takes a large scoop with his fingers, may I add, of raw beef mince from the packet.
Fucking right.
Ew. And eats it. Nah, mate.
Well, it is like steak tartare.
Mate, down in one every time. I'm told it's steak tartare, but I think it's fucking gross. I mean, it is steak tartare, yeah.
Steak tartare is fucking gross. Why would you choose to eat dead raw flesh that's been rotting and decaying?
I love a bit of flesh, but
long?
not a steak tartare, I'll be honest. Interested to know if you think it's as weird as I do.
Fucking weird.
I do. Do you remember I said ages ago about the lady I knew that ate raw sausages?
It's fucking wrong.
You used to literally pick up a raw sausage and just bite into
that
it.
can't be healthy.
Can't be right, mate. The gut rot must be horrific.
And all the bacteria and the germs.
Or maybe it is more fresh and pure for the gut than if you cooked it. I don't know. Well, I think that's bloody weird. Lou, you look repulsed.
I'm repulsed.
Yeah. Well, let's keep us anonymous. See if he twigs. Use the granddad name of Raymond after his granddad. Love the pod. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you. Bye. Thank you, darling. Well, let's see if Tabitha can beat that.
Tabitha says,
The cannibal.
Hi, Luanna and Himo. Yeah, literally.
Cannibal.
I have a weird of the week for you. My boyfriend likes to have a wank.
All right, here we go.
While clutching and or smelling a used clothing of mine.
Okay, you win.
A shoe, a shirt, and recently a pair of socks that I had taken off while at his place and left behind.
Oh.
At least he doesn't seem into doing it with a pair of panties, as my Hofwaff, like everyone else's, is far from a pleasant smell. So is it weird? Yes. And I do think if you offered the panties, I think he might hate them, babes.
Mate, he'll be rubbing them right on his schnoz.
He would.
Ugh.
He'd be like getting a little discharge nose. Creamy.
Scratch and sniff. Scratch and
Yeah,
sniff.
it is weird.
Where's
Offer
she
him the
from?
pants. She's from South Africa.
South Africa. Hi,
Thank
Tabitha.
you, Tabitha, all the way from South
So,
Africa.
Lou, this is a big one. Is it the Cannibal Gilbert or is it the Scratch and Sniffer?
Do you know what? I can actually not relate, but I can understand the scratch and sniffer more because I think many people like sniffing
Pheromones.
things.
Well, it's pheromones,
but
isn't it?
just like scooping out that raw mince with your fingers and shoving it in your gob. And no, it's a no for me.
I'm gonna
Even the chewing of like the raw mince.
Stop it.
Is like you're just going to give
imagine it
me
being caught in the teeth.
a fucking rat. I wouldn't kiss. I would
Like raw mince breath.
I would never kiss him again.
You know what? I'm going to swap, if you don't mind, Weirdo of the Week for Rank of the Week, and it does go to Cannibal Gilbert. Congratulations. You are the Weirdo/Ranko of the Week.
Congratulations.
Right, it's that time of the week
Congratulations.
when, Lou, you've had a couple of belters recently. Is it a rant or is it a happy moment of the week?
Do you know what? I'm going to have a little rant, and
here
I
we go.
don't know how relatable this is going to be. I made notes on
You
this.
don't live in a 3-bed semi and you ain't going to pretend you do. So here we go.
Can we talk about ice bath wankers?
Oh, it's back, isn't it? The ice bath challenge is back. Yes.
No, not that
Oh.
ice wet. Just people that get in these fucking ice baths every day on Instagram. They're half naked. They're sat in their fucking wheelie bin full of water.
Sorry,
Fucking cold. It's like, you know, they're like, oh, it's all about mental toughness. No, it's not. You're in your fucking garden
bin with a
in
bag of Asda
Croydon,
ice.
in your garden, getting in your wheelie bin, talking to like lecturing like Instagram. Who is even watching you? Sadly, I'm fucking having to. My algorithm is just
Oh, no, is
fucked
it?
me
Oh,
over.
yeah, I don't
it's
get
so
those.
annoying. You know, they're in there acting like some kind of fucking warriors.
Like
it's
Bear
good for them.
Grylls.
Yeah, it's like. Fuck off. You know, oh, it changes your mind, resets your soul, it boosts your mood. And then at the weekend, they're fucking shoving grams of cocaine up their nose.
Also, Lou-
These are not healthy. They're just fucking...
It's also really boring because then it's just basically a locked off camera of them going. It's not
And then
even
they put-
entertaining.
And then they put fucking woolly hat on as well, just to look cool. I'm like, you just look cold.
In a
you're
wheelie
shivering.
bin.
You're in a wheeling. You
With your-
look desperate.
with your
and
bag of
you're trying
Asda
to,
ice.
like, in a fucking plastic tub.
on your patio.
Fuck off. You're just cold. You're dodgy. Do you know why you feel so good after an ice bath? Can I let you know why? I looked into this because, as we all know, I'm into my health and fitness.
You are.
I like a trend. So I thought, I'm going to dive into this
Into your
ice
weenie bin.
I'm going to dive into. I'm going to look at the research around this.
Yes.
And let me tell you,
Yes.
the actual research that I found from a university. Okay.
Okay, so this wasn't LBC or Reddit.
It's
Good.
not some fucking hoorah hippie that's decided they're an Instagram guru telling you it makes you feel amazing. An actual university, can't remember what one, did research into this. The reason why you feel so good when you remove yourself from your wheelie bin of ice and fucking cold water with your stupid woolly hat on is because your body thinks you're about to have hypothermia.
Yes.
And when you get out of your fucking wheelie bin in your garden in Croydon, you feel so fucking elated because your body is happy that it's not dead. That rush of endorphins is your body going, woo,
Hooray!
I'm alive. And that's what you feel.
It's like when you finally have a drink of water when you're parched as
Yes.
fuck. Relief.
It's not
It's
good.
relief.
So congratulations. You don't have hypothermia and you look like a bellend. Fuck off with your ice baths.
Can
it's a
I-
load of bullshit.
No, can I just say,
Load of
please,
bullshit.
please can we go and find one of your wheelie bins, whack a bag of ice in it from the freezer,
I hate
and
cold
both of
water.
us get in
I
there
fucking hate
with
cold
our
water.
woolly hats on with pom-poms. Even La La Imo can join in
And
as
do you
well.
know what's the worst? And I'm going to call out PT Ted because he did this.
Oh.
He got some fucking wheelie bin. And then also,
No,
do you
Ted.
know what's worse? People are actually spending like £300 on these plastic tubs. It's a fucking plastic tub, and some clever person has put ice bath wanker on the side of it.
So-
Instead of even buying a wheelie bin, which would be more economical, people are actually buying just a plastic fucking tub.
You're right, Lou. You could
and
just
squelching their bodies into it, freezing their
just go
tits
and
off.
disinfect your wheelie bin
Fuck
and
off.
get in that. I mean, jobs are good.
Honestly, just don't get in cold water. You're a cold bellend. Fuck off.
Also, you'd have a very shriveled knob.
Anyway, can I just say, PT Ted started this.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, my 30-day ice bucket. Like, he only did it for about 5.
Got it, Ted.
He only did it
Gave
for
up.
about 5. And I have noticed it's not just Ted that does this. People set themselves up for a fail. They go, oh, I'm going to see how it makes me feel over 30 days of hypothermia in my wheelie bin. And then they fucking realise they're a dickhead. And they do it for 5 on Instagram. And then it just peters off. And it's never to be mentioned again.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The ice bath.
We don't get to the end of it.
It just fades out.
Fizzle,
like
fizzle,
ice
fizzle.
melting into nothing. There you go. That's it.
Banging rant. That is it. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be back on Monday. You don't have to wait until then, though, because Thursday, of course, it's Luanna. Totally extra. It's your episode. We need you, Lufanians. We'd love your emails, your anecdotes, all your stories, all your guff to Luanna at everythingluanna.com.
You can also hop on. You can hoppity hop onto WhatsApp. Send us a voice note or a message. Our number, save it in your phone, is 07745 266 947. Please follow the podcast. It's a little button, I believe, in the right hand corner.
It is. Follow.
Makes a difference to us. Keeps us going, quite frankly. Otherwise,
does.
we wouldn't do it. Tell someone about us and make them listen. Give us a 5-star rating. And if you have got time, please leave us a review.
A nice one.
Yeah, nice one. Don't slag him off. Stop it.
Or me.
And,
or you can slag Louisa off because she'll wank.
I'll take all the slaggings off.
Just don't slag us off.
We will see you on Thursday, party people.
Love you.
Adios.